Live from the River Market in downtown Little Rock, this is Channel 7 News Live at 5.
All of our heads ache from our limited exposure to the fumes. It is clear to me that it will be a long and difficult road back to normalcy.
The State Attorney General Dustin McDaniel visits the Mayflower spill site and says he now has more questions than answers. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm Beth Hunt.
And I'm Scott Inman. The oil leak now 5 days old, but we still don't know how long it was leaking, how deep is the plume, and what caused that rupture. Channel 7's Erin Holly has been following this story all week, and she joins us now from Mayflower with the latest. Erin.
Scott and Beth, the crews like this one behind me are still all McDaniel is calling a certainty. Back to you.
A stern tone, to say the least, from our Attorney General, Erin Holly, live tonight. Thanks. Federal pipeline safety officials, meantime, have issued a corrective action order to Exxon Mobil. The order prevents the corporation from restarting operations on the failed segment of the pipeline until the agency is satisfied with repairs and is confident that all immediate safety concerns have been addressed. Investigators are still working to figure out, as we just told you, what caused the rupture.
Your forecast first with meteorologist Barry Brandt.
Well, Mark Twain said that the coldest was coming up in just a few minutes.
Okay, Barry, appreciate it. Well, a Bryant police officer survives multiple gunshot wounds after a firefight with an accused killer. Investigators say Officer Scott Johnson was forced to shoot and kill a desperate and dangerous criminal. Roger Susanna joins us now live with this story tonight. Roger.
Hi guys, back to you.
Okay, Roger Susanna live in Bryant tonight. Thank you. This just into our newsroom. White County deputies say they've now arrested the man they believe shot two people, leaving one woman dead and a man in critical condition. White County deputies found Crystal Timberlake and Robert Dixon shot around 1:30 this morning at a home off of Highway 167 North in Bald Knob. Deputies also discovered pieces and parts connected to a meth lab. White County deputies believe Benjamin Pierce from Searcy is responsible. Channel 7's Justin Lewis is in White County, and he will follow up on the investigation tonight on Nightside.
Well, a follow-up now to a story we told you about yesterday. Federal authorities are still not telling us who the man is they're looking for in Arkansas. We first told you yesterday the man landed a single-engine plane in a field east of Stuttgart and then led deputies on a foot chase. Channel 7's Catherine Yancey joins us with our continuing coverage of this story. Kat.
Scott, we can confirm that the man is still on the run and what charges the man could face out of Arkansas. Scott.
Such secrecy surrounding this case. Kat, thanks. Well, Kia and Hyundai are recalling 1.6 million cars, and they all seem to share a common defect. It's in their brake lamps. The brake lamp problem is compounded because it sends incorrect signals to the car's electronic brains. Bad signals can cause the gear selector to become stuck in park, and they can also sporadically render the push-button engine start feature useless and even create problems with the car's cruise control systems. The recall is one of the largest the automakers have ever announced.
Oaklawn Park says a fire damaged a barn at the racetrack. Oaklawn officials say the fire started yesterday morning in one of the upstairs sleeping rooms of a barn. The assistant general manager says the blaze was quickly put out and no people or horses were injured. Investigators believe the fire started after clothing was left near a space heater.
Well, if you felt something shake this morning in Van Buren County, you weren't imagining it. It was the U.S. Geological Survey reporting a 3.1 magnitude earthquake striking about 6 miles from Clinton. The quake hit about 6:15 this morning. Now we're told earthquakes between 2.5 and 3 are the smallest that can even be felt by humans. The Rutgers University men's basketball team did not make the NCAA tournament this year, but its coach is grabbing headlines during March Madness for all the wrong reasons. We should say former coach. More on the controversy and what the school is doing about it coming up at 5:23.
But first, we will see warmer air soon, just maybe not as soon as you'd like. Barry has your full forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us. You're watching Channel 7 News live at 5 from the River Market.
From the weather team with the most experience, this is Channel 7 meteorologist Barry Brandt.
Man, a cold day here.
So we're all set. All right. Barry, thank you.
Well, next on Live at 5, big changes to health insurance next year when key provisions of the Affordable Care Act begin. Will health insurance premiums jump or fall? A closer look at that and changes being made at the state level. Plus,
this is Rachel.
There may soon be another way to fight those annoying pre-recorded phone pitches known as robocalls. We'll tell you about the new technology that claims to stop robocalling for good at 524. As you know, big changes are coming next year for Americans who buy their own health insurance. More than half of the individual plans currently on the market don't meet the standards to be sold next year. That's according to a University of Chicago study. When key provisions of the Affordable Care Act begin, individual plans will be required to cover, quote, essential services, and they include medication, maternity, and mental health care. Many plans don't currently offer those benefits, so as coverage goes up, typically, so does the cost.
While those changes occur on the national level, here in Arkansas, the legislature is taking steps toward the creation of a new Medicaid exchange. The Public Health, Welfare, and Labor Committee heard bipartisan testimony today about the so-called private option, and some say a committee of the whole Senate will likely hear the details this week. Channel 7's Janelle Lilly updates us on the progress. Janelle.
Well, Beth,
all right, thanks so much, Janelle.
Well, it seems just like yesterday we were reporting about the new iPhone 5, and before you know it, a new version will be here.
We'll have more on the iPhone 6 rumors coming up.
Rutgers basketball coach Matt Rice is out of a job tonight following a firestorm from the release of a video showing him abusing his players during practice. Now, we first told you about the footage obtained by ESPN last night. Eric Murdoch, who was Rice's director of player development until he was fired, showed it to Rutgers athletic department officials before ESPN got a hold of it. The video excerpts, as you're seeing, showed Rice shoving, grabbing, and throwing basketballs at players and even using anti-gay slurs.
At some time, maybe I'll try to explain it, but right now there's no explanation for what's on those films because there is no excuse for it. I was wrong.
The school's athletic director let Rice keep his job after seeing the tape in late November, but now that tape has been made public, the school has fired Rice.
Well, just 2 months have gone by since Hillary Clinton left the State Department, saying she wanted to finally enjoy life as a private citizen. But it didn't take long for her to get back into the spotlight again. The former Secretary of State made one of her first public appearances last night since leaving the State Department, and she has several speeches planned in the coming months. That is refueling speculation about another possible run for the White House. Well, ask anyone and they'll probably agree life without that nuisance we know as robocalls has a nice ring to it, and now it could be a possibility. Software developer Aaron Foss was one of nearly 800 people who entered the FTC's robocall contest, a search for the best new ideas on stopping the calls for good. Foss and one other challenger split the $50,000 prize. In his program, all calls are routed to a secondary line. That line weeds out humans from robocallers. It hangs up on pre-recorded messages before the phone even rings, but allows real callers to go through. Software analyzes calls and their frequency. If there's a red flag, there's a test.
You might be a robocaller. To prove you are human, please enter the number 58. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Your number has been blacklisted.
Legitimate telemarketers obey the do not call list, but robocalls, usually fraudulent, do not.
And that seems like a good idea. Let the iPhone 6 rumors begin. Do the rumors really ever stop? Production on the next iPhone could begin this spring, according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. The phone is described as being similar in size and shape to the current one and could be sold in stores as soon as this summer. How do they keep cranking them out so fast? Apple is also rumored to be working on a less expensive version of the iPhone that might come in more colors than the usual black and white.
I wonder what less expensive
means. Less expensive, yeah. I don't know.
We'll see.
You want a pink one?
I'd take one.
Yeah, my kids would too. Here's a look at the price of crude oil and stock market numbers as we go to break.
Hello there, I'm Christina Munoz. Tonight on Channel 7 News at 6, the Better Business Bureau has a word of warning for those of you who link your phone to your vehicle's audio system. And Channel 7's Janelle Lilly got a chance to talk to the governor about the Mayflower oil leak, what he had to say in 30 minutes. Plus,
coming up in sports at 6 o'clock, it's day 2 of the great Razorback quarterback debate. We have 3 quarterbacks moving on. One race too close to call. Tyler Wilson and Ryan Mallett are neck and neck. If you want to vote, go to KATV.com and click on sports. Also at 6 o'clock, The main objective this spring for the football Hogs is about getting tougher. Are they accomplishing that goal? You'll hear from the offensive coordinator at 6 o'clock.
And if you're having a baby, there are some things, baby gear, that you should never borrow but buy. Go to KATV.com, click on that Arkansas Power Moms tab to find out more. Scott and Beth, back to you.
All right, Christina, thank you. We are out of time today on Live at 5. Thank you for watching.
We'll, of course, have more Arkansas news coming up in 30 minutes right after World News with Diane Sawyer. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock. Have a great night.
This is World News Tonight.